Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
The Investigation Bureau conducts an autopsy on the remains of slain OFW Julie B. Ranera. The Marcos administration is urged to welcome the International Criminal Court's drug war probe. And industry projections indicate a third straight week of increase in the prices of fuel products. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Angela Lagunzad. The Human Rights Commission welcomes the International Criminal Court's decision to proceed with the drug war probe. In a statement, the CHR underscores the ICC's position that the country's independent probe is, quote, not concrete and progressive. It adds that this may be an opportunity for the Marcos administration to take the right track in upholding its human rights obligations. The inquiry was suspended in 2021 during the Duterte administration on the grounds of unauthorized jurisdiction. The Philippines is no longer part of the ICC, but the court said it still has a say on crimes committed while it was still a member. But the Justice Department is not backing down as it insists on ICC's lack of jurisdiction over the country. DOJ spokesperson Miko Clavano said the country has a working justice system contrary to the principles of the ICC. He called on the court to give the government time to finish its investigation as respect to the country's judicial procedure.
Meron naman tayong working justice system. What does that mean? Kasi sa international law, meron tayong tinatawag na complementarity principle. Ang complementarity principle means that the ICC or any international court can only come in pag hindi natin magagawa yung investigation or unwilling po tayo na gumawa ng sarili nating investigation.
When asked about the possibility of former President Duterte being held liable for the killings, here's what Clavano had to say.
Sir, I think it's too early to make any assumptions. The Department of Justice will only go where the evidence takes us. Dito tayo mag-investigate, dito tayo mag-prosecute, dito tayo mag-convict sa Pilipinas.
In other news, another round of oil price hike is expected to take effect next week. UniOil projects diesel to go up by up to ₱1 per liter, while gasoline could increase by ₱1.40. This is being attributed to the increasing global demand for fuel as COVID-19 restrictions are further eased. Oil companies will announce final price adjustments on Monday. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Angela Lagunzad. The remains of slain Kuwait OFW Julie B. Ranara has arrived in the Philippines. The Migrant Workers Department said preparations for Ranara's wake are underway. For now, the National Investigation Bureau is conducting an autopsy on her remains as requested by the family. Her foreign and local recruitment agencies have been subjected to disciplinary action and may face recruitment violation cases. Meanwhile, World Health Organization Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus is not yet keen to demote COVID-19's emergency status. The WHO has been studying whether the pandemic still merits the world's highest alert. Speaking at their COVID-19 Emergency Committee meeting on Friday, Ghebreyesus said the world has come a long way since the health crisis began. However, he noted the surge in the infections and deaths after the holidays, most of which were from China. One multinational brewery group is on the move to make a climate-proof beer. Let's watch this.
Can we brew better beer in the era of climate change? Carlsberg Group thinks it can. The company has filed at least a dozen international barley patent applications and invested millions of dollars into research and unveiled an experimental recipe. What makes it distinctive is its variety of barley, which is engineered to thrive under high heat and water stress. In other words, it's a cool beer for a warm planet. For the $600 billion global brewing industry, such advances can't happen fast enough. Rising temperatures are pummeling it from all sides. Barley yields are falling, fresh water is lacking, and good quality hops, that's the flower that packs a bitter bite, those are at risk of being scorched by heat waves. Carlsberg makes about 14 billion liters of beer across its 140 brands each year. And it gets a lot of its barley from areas where droughts have become more frequent. While the Danish company's response to such pressures is atypical, it has yielded some breakthroughs, such as publishing the barley genome, which is twice the size of a human's, or developing a technique to rapidly identify genetic traits that make a crop tolerant to high heat or drought. They're notable, but there are limitations. Carlsberg admits that of the 15,000 barley lines produced annually, fewer than 5 make it to market. And there are questions about whether its research is simply low-tech plant breeding served up as cutting-edge genetics. Basically, old beer in new bottles. Research aside, the publicly traded company has a mandate to deliver profit to shareholders. To that end, the brewer says it will continue its search for a climate-proof beer.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Angela Lagunzad. We are One News.